So how much does it actually cost to purchase a home in 2021? Well, we're going to be covering that in today's video. Alright guys, so let's jump right into the video. So the first two major things that you need to consider when purchasing a home is going to be your closing costs and your down payment. Okay, so let's talk about closing costs for a second. Closing costs are going to range anywhere from 3 to 4% of the sales price. So if you're buying a $100,000 home, you can expect $3,000 to $4,000 just in closing costs, the cost that it actually takes to close on the home. Now, and a lot of times those are negotiable. It really depends on the market. Right now it's a seller's market, meaning there's less sellers than buyers, simple supply and demand. So being completely honest, right now sellers aren't really paying a whole lot of closing costs. There are some unique situations where they will, if the market, if the property's been on the market for a long time, 3, 4, 5 months, and they're a little bit more eager to sell, then sometimes you could get away with, getting some closing costs paid for. But the way the market is currently, you don't see that a lot unless you have a really strong offer and you're only asking for, a little bit of closing costs. It really just varies case by case. Alright, so the next thing we're going to talk about is down payment. Okay, so this is one of the biggest things that worries people about how much do I actually have to put down on a house. Well, that's going to vary depending on the type of loan that you get. So there's 3 types of loans that we typically see. The first is going to be an FHA loan. So an FHA loan is for first-time home buyers, and it only requires you to give 3.5% down of the actual sales price, which is a really low down payment compared to some of the other loan types out there. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about is a conventional loan. So a conventional loan, I typically see it with people who are buying their second or third house, but there are some first-time home buyers that qualify for a conventional loan, and they go for it because sometimes it can actually be better if you qualify for that to just go with the conventional as opposed to an FHA. If you want to know why it's actually better, then let me know, send me a message, and I'll be sure to give you all those details. But for now, let's go ahead and stick to the down payment side of things. So a conventional loan can range anywhere from 3 to 20%. It really just depends on what you want to give. Sometimes the bank will tell you, look, this is the absolute minimum, but if you want to give more than that, then more power to you. It'll definitely lower your monthly payments. Now, we've seen it go as low as 3%, but typically what I see is around 5 to 20%. Most people are in that ballpark, right? And a lot of times why people like giving 20% or more is because after you hit that 20% mark, even if you didn't start at that initially, you actually get taken off what's called mortgage insurance. So if you're under 20%, you're having to pay mortgage insurance every single month, which does range. It could be, $100, a little bit more, a little bit less. It really just depends. But once you pass that 20% mark, it gets taken off and it reduces your monthly payment. So let's just say it reduces your monthly payment by $100. That's $1,200 a year, and it really does add up. So a lot of times people do like to give that 20% or more for their down payment. Alright, so the last one we're going to talk about is a VA loan, and the VA loans are typically my favorite. I love working with the military, and one of the unique things about their loans is that they actually don't require a down payment. So their down payment actually gets rolled into their loan, so they don't have to pay that money up front. It actually gets financed on the back end. So if you're military and you were curious, yeah, you actually don't need a down payment. All you really have to worry about would be your closing costs, obviously. Alright guys, so that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, please leave a like. If you have any other questions that you felt were not answered in today's video, please drop a comment below and I'll be sure to make a video around that topic. That is going to be it for today, and I'll see you on the next one.